So are your bags packed and are you ready to go away? Because I have got the opportunity for you to go away. Oh, my word, that feels like a good feeling, doesn't it? To be able to say yes, 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 I've got a holiday for you on a cruise that you can book right now. In fact, I've got a summer season full of them with Royal Caribbean because Anthem of the Seas is doing a wonderful little staycation season, if you like, from Southampton, which is incredible. So if you fancy a holiday that you can really book, that you can really go on, then these are going to be the ones to do. Now, Anthem, as you can see here, is going to be doing a range of different cruises through July and August, ranging from 4-night itineraries, 5 nights, 6 nights, 7 nights, and I'm featuring one of the 2 8-night cruises that are happening in August for Anthem. Now, these are absolutely brilliant. They are, of course, no fly, so to and from Southampton. Some of the shorter itineraries won't have ports at all. This one will actually have a couple of ports. You're going to be calling up to Kirkwall in Scotland, to Liverpool, to Belfast, and to the port for Glasgow as well, which is really lovely. And if you're part of an excursion, you can leave the ship and go and explore those places, go and see that attraction, whatever it is that is on the excursion. You're going to absolutely love this. Now, the only stipulation for this is that you will need to be fully vaccinated against COVID, of course, or have the COVID vaccinations to be able to go on these cruises. Now, your second vaccination needs to be at least 7 days before you actually go away. But apart from that, go for your life and start booking right now. If you want to speak to the team about all the different dates, I'm going to bring them all up a little bit later on in the show anyway. But if you want to start booking, you can go to the website now. You can call our team because you might have questions. Just call 0800 953 4700. And this ship can be yours for holidaying on for real this summer. Now, what will happen on board as well is that there will be a vastly reduced capacity because Anthem of the Seas, she can carry a fair few thousand passengers, but she won't be. She'll be carrying less, and of course that will allow them for social distancing. They've, of course, made some major enhancements to the ship. For instance, their heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems have all been upgraded, so there's 100% fresh air going through the ship all of the time. There will be social distancing, so that will make the restaurant slightly different. You'll still be going to see a show of the evening. There are actually very few changes, to be honest with you. One of the only major changes that I spotted, really, in terms of me and my food habits, are going to the Windjammer, because the Windjammer, where normally a buffet would be, okay, walk your way around the different stations and help yourself. The only difference there is you'll be served at the buffet. You can still choose exactly what you want. Still, all the speciality restaurants and the main restaurants will all be open for you as well. So to all intents and purposes, it's going to feel like a pretty ordinary cruise, to be honest with you. A fabulous cruise, and maybe you've never cruised with Royal Caribbean before, because people are using these, what you would normally call taster cruises in normal times, a 4-night cruise or a 5-night cruise. You'd call it a taster, wouldn't you? But actually, this summer season is giving everyone the chance to go on holiday. So actually, people are dipping in that might not previously have cruised with Royal Caribbean. There's lots of people trying it for the first time. There's lots of people just saying, you know what, it's a holiday, I'm booking it, no matter what. You're going to absolutely love it. So, as I say, this is an 8-night itinerary, and there are 2 8-night itineraries in August. So I'm going to give you the price first, just give you a rough idea. So this is the biggest cruise that it's doing all the way through the summer, which is an 8-night there. And you can see the price tag, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, remember, for that price tag, versus trying to book holiday accommodation here in the UK, you get fed and watered for all of that. Remember, you get entertained, you've got the pools, you've got attractions galore around the ship. There's so much included in that price. It really does give real staycations on land in the UK a run for their money. And of course, it's that real cruising experience as well. Now, I mentioned that there were other itineraries through the summer. Some are shorter cruises, some are just 4 nights, some, as you can see with this one, goes up to 8 nights. So let me show you the other days and the other dates, because there are 4-night cruises, scenic cruising, so they won't have any ports in them, on the 7th and the 11th of July. So it's all about the experience on the ship, actually, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have a nice summer. I mean, the year's not been too bad so far, has it, in terms of sunshine? So as we go through the summer, hopefully, we'll be enjoying some fabulous weather. So hopefully, you'll be up on that pool deck enjoying everything there is during the day. And then, of course, in the evening, you've got bars, you've got lounges, you've got the entertainment, you've got all sorts going on. So there are the itineraries through July. There are more coming in August as well. So there's 6-night itinerary there on the 1st of August. We've got a couple of 8 nights. Of course, we've got our one on the 7th of August, and then there's another on the 15th of August, and then there's a 6-night cruise there on the 23rd and a 7-night cruise on the 29th. Now, if you want details of any of those, all you've got to do for prices and for details, all you've got to do is give our team a call on 0800 953 4700. As I say, the only thing we need to think of in advance of booking one of these is that we need to have had both vaccinations at least 7 days before you sail. And a lot of people have been asking about, can I book 2 cruises back to back? So can I book 2 lots of the 8-night cruise? You can't do that. What you'll need to do is have a 7-day gap at least between each cruise. So you can order multiple cruises, and people are doing that, but you just need a 7-day gap between each one. So it's one of those things to know. I'm learning all the time. We're learning all the time. Things change all the time. But I tell you what, the certainty is that this summer season is going to be happening. Now, let's go back on board the ship, because actually let's forget all of the, what do I need to do to actually get one of these holidays? What's going to happen when I am on the holiday? That's what you want to know, isn't it? Well, you've got things like the Seaplex there, which are brilliant. You can be doing bumper cars in there. You can be doing a roller disco in there, which is very, very funny, by the way. You can be doing all sorts in there, including, they did when I was on board, they did a circus school, which is really, really good. So I got to do a little bit of a trapeze. I think we're about to, do I mean trapeze? Anyway, well, you'll see it in a moment. This, where you just launch yourself, is that a trapeze? Do you know what? I forget what they're called. Anyway, you could be doing that. Or you could be relaxing in the solarium. I did a lot of that as well while I was on this little filming trip. That's beautiful. That's at the front of the ship, and that looks out, so you can see hopefully blue sky and sunshine wherever you are. There's a big swing at the front there, so you can feel like king of the world at the front. You can get a nice healthy smoothie in there. All the facilities will be there, albeit some of them will be slightly different, of course, allowing for social distancing. There will be a massive reduction in numbers of passengers as well, just so that you know, because actually that's a reassuring thing, isn't it? That means that a ship that can hold many thousands of people won't be holding as many thousand as it would have done originally, which is, I think, a really, really good thing. It means that you're not going to be standing around waiting for things to happen or queuing or, all sorts. So things will be slightly different. And of course, the protocols on board are absolutely amazing. Royal Caribbean have all the doctors and the nurses, the medical facilities on board should anything happen, and they will promise, if there's any reason why you need to leave the ship, they will get you home as quickly as they possibly can. So everything is in place behind the scenes, so that allows you to be able to enjoy a summer holiday cruise, which is incredible. Now, if you fancy doing that, what I'm going to do now is just run through those dates for you, just show you just quickly, because you can just give our team a call when you're ready to book. So there are different itineraries through the summer on Anthem of the Seas to and from Southampton. As I say, some of them do have ports, and you will be able to leave the ship if you're part of an excursion in a port, so you'll still be able to go and see things in those places as well. So you can take a 4-night cruise, a 5-night, a 6-night, a 7-night, or even an 8-night cruise, because throughout July and August there are varying lengths of cruises. All you need is both of your vaccinations, your second vaccination at least 7 days before you sail, and that's about all I've got to tell you, really. Apart from that, you can go for it, and lots of people are. And let me tell you, the availability on these is much less than we would have on a normal cruise, even though they've come out late in the day because of all the changes that have been going on. But people are clamouring to get places on these cruises. So if you fancy it, you and your other half, whoever it may be, get yourself on the phone lines right now, 0800 953 4700. It's so lovely to have really, really fantastic good news to tell you. So get booking.